The final time-limited event of Star Citizen's Pyro Must Burn story is due to arrive later today when Fractured Frontiers, aka Alpha 4.3.2, goes to live. The Frontier Fighters finale, which I was really hoping was just a working title, is broken up into 3 weekly phases, with hangar-attributed awards up for grabs for each phase. Citizens for Prosperity and the Headhunters are once again asking for help to deal with Amelia Boyd's Frontier Fighters once and for all. But they're not just in Pyro. This event can also be completed in Stanton, as the Frontier Fighters have snuck back in and are hiding out in derelict outposts, new underground facilities and forward operation bases, and around asteroid mining bases. In fact, if you choose to do this event in Pyro, you are actually putting yourself at a disadvantage, as there is no increased reward and the locations are generally more complicated to deal with for the exact same contracts. As ever, if you're looking for a handy reference, I've made a one-page guide with the high-res version available from the RSI Community Hub or my Discord server, both linked down below. The contracts are split into different payout sizes, with the lowest offering 24,000 AUEC and, more importantly, 50 points towards the associated week's goal. Then there's 44k, which awards 75 points, and the largest 71k payout, giving 100 points. And yes, if you share the contract with a party member, you both earn the full points. The AUEC is split. Like Resource Drive, you can track your progress in a jazzy journal entry. At the time of writing this script, there's been no official word on whether there'll be any changes to Pyro or if there's a hidden reward coming later based on which faction has the most points at the end of the event. Either someone's put some Drake tape over Elliot's mouth, or there's actually nothing to tell. I am quite curious to know if you'd prefer, like Resource Drive, or you'd rather CIG keep their secrets and keep people guessing. Let me know in the comments. As the weeks go on, the earlier contracts will still be available, but just remember that in order to progress your total for that week, you need to run the contracts with the same tags. Week 1 is the Recon phase, and in what feels like a bit of a tongue-in-cheek callback, this phase focuses entirely on retrieving data pads and delivering them to the local station freight elevator. There are 2 flavors of this contract: either find a missing friendly operative or hunt down a Frontier Fighters commander. These also come in various sizes, with the 24k contracts in Stanton taking you to derelict settlements for an easy in and out, the 44k to good old bunkers, which have hostile turrets once again, so you'll need to either take care of them or avoid them. And the 71k contract goes to forward operation bases that are protected by a single missile turret. It's good to see them being used more, and we just need some loot there. As for Pyro, the same contracts almost entirely take you to asteroid bases that have turret protection, enemy NPC ships, and of course, having to go in via EVA. There are rare contracts that will take you to a planetary outpost for the 24k contract, but now apply these comments to Phase 2, and I don't need to mention Pyro again, because why in the name of Chris would you bother? Especially as there are only 2 dedicated game servers for the whole of the system, compared to Stanton's 8. Once you hit 1500 points with that faction, you'll be awarded a set of clothes to your hangar, and as far as I'm aware, like with Resource Drive, you can earn both factions' rewards. Week 2 will see us performing some highly questionable acts in the Siege phase. The order of the week is a lot of ship-based combat, utilizing the asteroid mining base ambush archetype, scaling from light fighter targets through to medium fighters, or spicy missile birds, to the highest paying for a Cutlass Black. As ever, all have escorts, but you can mostly just make a beeline for the target as soon as it arrives and have it destroyed before the escorts do too much damage to you, and you can make a hasty retreat. Then there's the Phase 2 FPS combat contracts, which have us going to Stanton aid shelters and underground facilities to destroy medgel recharging units, which Amelia Boyd quite rightly calls us out for on contract completion. Given the regen crisis, you'd think our goal would be to steal the med gel instead of simply spaff it all over the floor. But hey-ho, maybe there'll be a footnote in the next loading screen about it. Completing Phase 2 at 1,750 points will award you a Greycat MTC paint, Liberation for CFP, and Reaper for Headhunters. Unfortunately, due to an attribution bug on PTU, I only got awarded the CFP paints. The final phase is Takedown, where we get to do a remix of the Hunt the Polaris event from Invictus Launch Week to deal with Amelia Boyd once and for all, at least 10 times, to get the Arrow and Spirit paints. Usual patrol procedures apply, head to the objective markers and then focus scan the beacons. Don't shoot them if they turn red beforehand though. Wait until you've followed the active objective step and it updates telling you to destroy it. This should minimize any bug entanglement. Deal with the enemies that spawn in, then rinse and repeat for the remaining markers. And then it's on to the Polaris fight, which, let's be brutally honest here, is highly likely to just be a load of solo Idrises with a smattering of why can't we still work for Frontier Fighters PvP as an aperitif. With the event over, paints awarded to your hangar, it's time to start the wait for not only IAE, but the beginnings of Nyx. And while you do that, 4.3.2 also gives you the hunt for the Palatino armor at hostile distribution centers, sitcom bundle weapon searching in contested zones, or you can take on the Shock Tour twins down underneath Onyx Site B. Guides for 2 of those things are already up on my channel, so be sure to check them out. Until the next one, fellow citizens, fly safe and beware the bugs.